Okay, so welcome back. Today I'll be attempting to create a lo-fi remix of Snot and Cochise's song Tell 'em. So I found an alright a cappella. It's not perfect, but I think it'll do. So I'm going to work out the BPM and key, probably just Google it. And then I'll get started. I'm not sure whether to start with drums, because it is working with an a cappella, and I'm going to it's mixing genres. So I think maybe starting with drums will be the play for this Cookup. I don't usually do that, but it might work out better here. We'll see. But for now, I'll just try and get the key and tempo set up correctly. Okay, so it's 158 BPM and the key is F major. So just the F major scale going there. I'll probably just use a basic like 145 something like that, 145, 146, 165, something like that. Basic little chord progression. But now I've got these laid out, I'll be able to figure out which one's which, and then I'll add some sevenths and stuff because it's going to be lo-fi. But I'll start with the drums, I reckon, just to establish a groove, because I'm just getting a bounce from a metronome, which isn't too fun. So I'll copy this pattern over a couple times and chuck some hi-hats, claps, kicks, you know what's going on. So I'll get onto that now. Okay, got some nice drums, I can sort of nod my head to those. That's alright, it'll do for now, it's got a groove for us. I'll change up some things at some stage, but now I think I'll get started on the melody. So of course it's lo-fi, got to start with some Rhodes, then of course maybe some saxophone or trumpet, but I'll see, could be a flute, maybe some woodwind, who knows, but we'll see where it takes us. I'm just going to start off with a nice little jazzy chord progression. Okay, I've got this nice little chord progression going. I think it's got a lot of sevenths, pretty sure, and this is a bit weird. It's not the seventh. It's one or two below or something. Wait, no, it's the A here. Yeah, I think it's like it's a major minor. Is that a dominant? That might be a dominant seventh. I'm not too sure. But just gotta add some effects, like of course some RC20, that sort of stuff. You already know the vibe. And then I'll get on to adding a second melodic instrument. Okay, so I've doubled the length of the melody and added this little trumpet. I'm pretty sure it's a trumpet. Don't crucify me if it isn't, but just this little basic pattern here, added some effects, just an RC20, and I'll play those for you now. Here we go. Very happy with how that's sounding. Now I'm going to find maybe a couple more instruments. I just really want to fill out these last sections where it's just one chord playing. I just want to get a bit more of a flow going. But for now, it's sounding alright, so I'm happy with how it's going. For now, I'm pretty happy with the melody I've got going. I'll just play through that for you now. So I'm liking how that's sounding. Now I'm going to go back to these drums, fix them up, and then I think I'll come and do a bass. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. These drums are sounding alright now. I've just sent most of those to a drum bus. Chucked an RC20 on those ones. And then sidechain this kick to both a melody bus and the vocals. Really quick, I'll just play a little section of Snot's part where you can hear the sidechaining in full effect. So there you go. But now I reckon I'll move on to getting a bass down. So let's get into it. So I've laid down a bass line now with this melody and stuff, and I've sidechained that to the kick, of course. And here's what I'll solo that actually. Yeah, I'll just play through the chords, in fact. Pretty nice stuff. Now, I guess I'm gonna get onto arrangement. There's not too much arrangement to do, but I'm gonna include with that like adding sound effects like transitions and ambience and stuff, splitting my channel, and adding some like processing, like vocal and overall master sort of processing. So I'll get onto that now. Okay, as you can see, I've done heaps, like a lot of stuff I've done. Okay, where do I start? Pretty much I arranged it all out, like I just copied all the drums and all of the melody things, just copied them the whole length of the acapella. Then I started with an intro, just took out a couple elements and then brought the kicks in a bit later, kicks and drums in a bit later. Then I chopped up this acapella so that I only got the parts that I liked, and it's still like the same, pretty much the same, but some parts I didn't like because the acapella's a bit weird. Like the person that's made this acapella left some melodic section in here, so I just copied that bit over because it is in the actual track the same bit, just the acapella messed up there. And then there was a weird flow going on that sort of didn't fit the beat, and I couldn't be bothered changing up the drums and entire flow of the track for that little section, so I just chopped that out and put it around here somewhere. Well, moved it out, and then moved this section up here. Then you can see some parts of the acapella are like chopped out and below here. That's because I've got a bit of delay going on. And then I cut that out because I didn't want too much delay. And then I automate the delay amount here. Oh no, what have I done that for? Oh, that should be fine actually. Yeah, I automate the delay amount so it's sounding different in different sections. And then I've got the delay panning here, yep. So it's just panning a bit different. So it's like, should I just... Can I even... Hang on. Because I've got so much automation, I don't know what to... So I got it like that, but then it cuts out, hang on. Oh no, it doesn't cut out there, but it cuts out in certain sections. So here we go. Let's go. So it cuts out there. So you can sort of hear that was right ear, that was left ear. Good stuff going on there. Pretty happy with how that turned out. Then I chopped up some of these drums, just some one beat pauses, some bar pauses. That's just normal stuff when you're trying to add some tension. Then I added some transitions and like effects for building more tension. And then a lot of automation. So this limiter is just for the master gain. It's just a fader in. Then this tag here, added my tag, because I think I will be uploading this. I don't think I should play this at the end of the track because it's got a copyrighted piece of music in it, and I'd rather not get a copyright strike. But I reckon I'll upload this to SoundCloud, so I'll leave a link to that in the description if anyone wants to hear that. Moving on, I added some ambience here, some static and rain. Chop that out when the beat chops out sometimes. Just, again, more tension. Then a fade out. So yeah, I faded out the instruments, drums, and then including the kick. And then the only thing that's like not fading out is the bass. And I did that by mistake, but I ended up liking it, so I kept it. So it fades out pretty nicely. I think that's about it. Yeah, there's a little click here. Volume automated that out. Oh yeah, and a tape stop on the master, which is kind of cool. It's pretty nice. I like it. I think that's about it for the track. I took out the tambourine there. No idea why. But it's a 2-minute long track. Pretty nice length. This will be on my SoundCloud, most likely. I'll let you know like on the screen here if I don't end up doing that. But I should, and it should be the first link in the description. And for the mixing, pretty basic stuff, just a lot of RC20 and like way too much automation. But that's just the nature of working with acapellas. You're just gonna have to automate stuff where you like it, where you don't like it. Not the most fun, but I don't know, sometimes you can enjoy it. It's a different sort of skill you don't use when you're just making beats. But that is about it. Make sure to check out the full beat, top link in the description. But other than that, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you later.